What's up, guys? Techmaster back with another video. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So, I now have the M1 iPad Air, the second most powerful iPad after the M2 iPad Pro, but let's be real, you don't even need that. This thing is next level. I mean next level. For an iPad, this thing is next level. So let's go around the outside to see, and I'll show you around it. So I have Touch ID on the power button. So if we move this up, as you can see, you have Touch ID on the power button. I'm gonna, with the M1 chip in here, 8-core CPU, 8-core GPU, 8 gigabytes of RAM. So this thing is seriously next level in terms of performance. So if we open up something like Spotify, as you can see, instant, no delay whatsoever. Pixel Down, I'm gonna just open that. As you can see, instant, literally like, it's insane. Yeah, I mean, it's insane how ridiculous this is. It's incredible, yeah. That's the point here. And Geekbench, if we go to Geekbench, as you can see, 8 gigabytes of RAM, M1 chip. Yeah, I mean, battery life is amazing too. I haven't actually have it dropped at all. And then, so now let's go to the cameras. We have a 12 megapixel camera here. So we have a 12 megapixel. It actually does really good photo quality because of the M1 chip. Now wait till you see this. So first of all, we can zoom in. That's pretty standard for the iPad. Now, this is where we're gonna get good. So this is the 7 megapixel camera. Now this is the 12 megapixel camera. So this is an ultra wide camera and it has center stage. So center stage, basically, if we go to FaceTime, can basically move around. It'll follow me around wherever I go, as long as I'm within range. And yeah. But yeah, it basically follows you around. That's center stage right there. And then, yeah, again, the cameras are excellent on here. We have a 10.9-inch liquid retina display. This blue color is incredible. I mean, it may be hard to see here, but it is impressive. This blue color, it's incredible. It lists so much more blue compared to the iPad Air 4, which had like a grayish blue color. That was, I didn't like it at all. So we have this marine blue case too. That's incredible also. But yeah, I mean, this iPad is next level. I'll just say that for a fact. We have the M1 chip in here, and then I wish I could have my brother's iPad, but he wouldn't let me retest the speed, but there is a speed difference, obviously. It also has USB-C port, so you can USB-C charge other devices. Like if I use this computer charger, for example, just goes right into here. I don't know if you can see. Goes right into here and charges. Pretty much. Yep. Sorry, everyone. Did not mean to knock that over. Let's see. Let's see how much battery I'm still at. 100%. Yeah, this device has great battery life. I've had no drops at all. It's because the M1 chip, even though it's very thin device, it's still, because of the M1 chip compared to the A14, it has a more optimized chip, so the battery life kind of improved. Apple said it would be worse, but to be honest, I've noticed better improvements from this to the iPad Air 4. So yeah, I mean, this is incredible. And yeah, that ultra-wide front camera is insane. That thing can go so wide. I mean, it's next level. And then also, obviously it's got the crazy fast M1 chip. And also, if we even load up heavier games, like bigger games, I guess is the better word for it. Well, first of all, we have Spotify, that's instant, completely instant. Then we load up Call of Duty Mobile, as you can see, instant basically. As you can see, then Minecraft. This thing is incredible. Look. Like, that is incredibly fast. I mean, that's no joke. That is next level, everyone. We have this really nice blue wallpaper. But yeah, this is like my favorite iPad of all time. I'm not just saying that. Like, this is like my favorite iPad of all time. This thing is like, I actually think it's better than the iPad Pro. Obviously, it's not better. The iPad Pro is slightly better, but I mean, really the only main advantages of the iPad Pro are better cameras, ProMotion screen, which if you used to own an iPad Pro, this will be a little bit worse because you're used to the ProMotion screen. But if you don't, then you're okay, because most people don't have ProMotion anyway. But yeah, cameras, ProMotion, and quad speakers. Those are some of like the main benefits to get the Pro. These speakers are, I will tell you, they're not the best. There's 4 on both sides, but they're only 2 speakers, so they don't get as loud, and they don't sound as good quality as the Pro. I will admit that, but either way, good enough. And most likely you'll be listening to music on your phone anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. And then, so again, we use USB-C here. It's really cool. You can like even charge your Apple Watch with it, but that would probably take a lot of power out of it. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. But yeah, this device is incredible. I'll just tell you that right now. This actually has a magnet case. So I'm going to be super careful here, but if you like take this thing off, I don't want to break this at all. That's what it looks like. Beautiful. Incredible. And it has that really sleek design. I really don't want to drop this, so put it back in here. And yeah. But yeah, as you can see, we have the thinner design. It's a really modern design, so it's not like the old big bezel home button iPad. Like, imagine having a home button. I mean, like I did, but imagine it's so awkward at this point. Like, this is like, even though someone may say, like, this is an iPad, it's basically a computer. This thing is like, if someone says bozo for having an iPad, you can just tell them it's a computer, because it's the same performance as a computer. 8 gigabytes of RAM, 8 core CPU, 8 core GPU. I mean, this thing is loaded with power. And, yeah, so this thing is $600 to start. Unfortunately, though, you only get 64 gigabytes with this, which is not really, it's kind of annoying in 2022, I would say, because the games are big today, so, yeah, it's kind of annoying, so. But otherwise, then you go up to 256 gigs, which is $749, and that is close to iPad Pro, but still, you get double the storage for $50 less. So, yeah, I would still recommend this over the iPad Pro. Unless you get the M1 iPad Pro, then maybe it would be actually a better value, because that thing is like $600 now for 128 gigabytes. So that's a really good value. But if you're getting the M2 iPad Pro, if you don't need the best, if you don't want the latest and greatest features, I would just recommend going for the iPad Air, because it's like the best. I feel like it's the best value iPad still to this day, even after the iPad Mini and the iPad 10. Even the iPad 10, I made a video on that. It's a good iPad, but it's not. It's kind of annoying though, because it doesn't have a laminated screen, slower USB-C transfer, A14 Bionic. Don't get me wrong, the A14 is still an incredibly fast processor. That's 2 years old though, and they upped the price of the budget iPad too. And it's like $800 if you get it with the keyboard, so I would really just recommend going for this iPad, because I feel like it's a better value. You're getting a laminated screen, 10 gigabit per second USB-C transfer, M1 chip. Yeah, all those things, there's definitely improvements with this compared to the 10. And then the 9 is obviously the cheapest, but it has the old ancient design. So anyway, yeah. But anyway, that pretty much sums up this video. Anyway, I think this iPad is incredible, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. This is my review on the iPad Air 5. See ya.